Alright everyone, the Otaku Wolf is back. It's time for another read-through. Today is episode 5 of Kia, Princess of the Pride. I know you're as excited for this as I am. I've been getting a lot of feedback about it. Especially what happened last episode. Some of you asked what happened to the mysterious being who the trio found on the beach. She had been tossed and turned by the storm all evening, and while all the while protecting her child and trying to keep her from drowning. The exhaustion, the damage, internal and external she suffered, was too much for her. Right, now, also, if you want to read this episode with me, then click the link down below and we can read it together. Also, click the other link to check out my other read-throughs. You'll find, yesterday I did episode 5 of Dragon Glide, and before then, episode 5 of Dynasty of the Dragon. And I think you're really going to enjoy this as we go along. Things are about to get interesting, that much I'll tell you. So, without further ado, episode 5 of Kia, Princess of the Pride. Chipa, Raka, and Bojin are unable to swallow what just happened as the mysterious being lay dead before them. Oh no! Raka walks over and nudges the mysterious being, just to be sure. She's gone. How horrible. Such willpower. Everyone takes a moment to grieve. Then Bojin looks down at the infant in his hands. Slowly, the child opens her eyes and looks up at the group before her. Well, she looks up at Bojin and Chipa. Then she yawns, blinks, and looks. Then, and all of a sudden she giggles and reaches up toward Bojin. She's not even in the least bit scared. Chipa lands on Bojin's shoulder and looks down at the child. So, what is it? I don't know. I've never seen a creature like this before. Raka walks over and sniffs the child. Maybe some sort of bald monkey or a subspecies of ape. Just then the child reaches forward and grabs Raka's nose. Yikes! Hey! Hands off! Quickly, Raka jumps back. Bojin and Chipa can't help but laugh. Funny little tyke. And strong, too. Raka is hardly amused as he rubs his nose. Well, one thing we know is that she's definitely female. But what are we based on what her parents said. But what are we supposed to do with her? Well, it's obvious, right? Her mother wanted us to look after her. Are you crazy? We don't even know what she is, or where she comes from. She's just a baby, Raka. We can't just leave her here. Yeah, she needs someone to care for her. What on earth are you three arguing about? Slowly the trio turns nervously, and there, perched on a boulder, is Avani the Wise. Chipa quickly jumps up off Bojin's shoulder and starts flapping her wings wildly. Lady Avani! Avani tilts her head as she looks curious about what's going on. Bojin, what is that in your hand?
Oh, this? Well, it's, see for yourself.
Slowly he holds out the child. Oh my. Avani hops down from the boulder and goes to join the group. What do we have here? She stares at the child and is amused as she reaches forward, giggling at her. Now, now, little one. Well, I must say I've never seen a creature like this before, and I've seen most. She then noticed it as the girl's mother behind Bojin. Oh dear, is that its parent? Raka nods. Yes, she washed up on shore with her and asked us to keep her safe.
Lady Avani, what should we do?
Avani ponders a bit before answering. This calls for an emergency council. I'll go and alert Rogus and send the king immediately. You three take the child to King's Peak and wait for everyone to gather. Right. You can count on us. Little does the group know they are being watched by a Rashakin. Avani spreads her wings and prepares to take flight. Keep her safe and be discreet. We don't want there to be too much panic. With that, Avani takes off to go on alert Rogus and Goru. Well, that settles it. Let's head for King's Peak. Bojin slowly lifts the child up onto his back.
Ups-a-daisy. Now hold on tight, little one.
Together, the group heads off. This looks like the start of a new adventure.
You said it.
Elsewhere in the island, the wind is howling through the trees as the Rashakin who was spying on the group dashes across the treetops. Moving at top speed, he doesn't slow down until he reaches the mouth of Hisset's cave. From deep within, Hisset, its low hissing can be heard. What is it now? I told the last messenger I obey only my laws. The Rashakin kneels and bows low. Great Lord of Fangs, I bring dire news. It seems a stranger has found its way to our shores. Hisset's tail comes out and strikes the ground. What's that? Bojin, Chipa, and Raka have found an infant, and now orphan stranded on the beach. I know not what it was, but it looks like some sort of hairless monkey. Avani the Wise has gone to inform the king and Rogus to call an emergency council and the Rashakin doesn't even get to finish, for Hisset's tail lashes out and strikes him, sending him flying into a tree. Then slowly but surely, Hisset emerges from his cave. So, they've finally come. The Rashakin trembles with terror, or as he watches. They have finally found their way to my kingdom. The Rashakin slowly gets to his feet as he gazes up at the full view of Hisset, the great white cobra. who snarls the word he had not thought he'd say again. And ever since his worst experience, a word he had hoped to forget. Humans. And that's the end of episode 5. Ooh. I bet you're all curious about where this is going. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you've not already subscribed. Leave your comments down below and I will see you next time. I love you all and there is nothing you can do about it. Until we meet again, adieu.